Hey guys, it's Emma. So today I have another writing tip that pretty much is for writer's block, and specifically within writer's block, just trying to think of a story in general. So maybe you haven't been writing for a while, you've been in a writing slump or whatever, you've been busy with other stuff and you really want to get back to your writing, but then you finally sit down to write and you're like, okay, I have no idea what to write about, or all my ideas sound stupid, and then you just don't write anything, but you still really need to and you really want to, but you just can't think of something. This tip pertains to that kind of situation, which I myself find myself in a lot of the time. I find it very hard to just think up a story idea and quickly write down a short story. I have to think about it and make sure it works for me, and then I have to be happy with it, and then I can finally sit down and write it, And I really wish that weren't the case, because then I'm taking away from my practice, my writing time, because I'm too caught up in oh, is the idea good enough to even write in the first place? And that's really hard to get right, because we are our own critics, so we're always perfectionists about the whole thing. And so this tip hopefully will make it easier. My tip basically is, don't think of story ideas or plot lines first, try and think of characters first. Because if you have a really interesting character, then you can build a story around them. But it's hard to just think of a story, a plot line, and then put the characters in them. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes any sense, but I kind of just realized this the other day, that my problem, at least for me, my problem is that whenever I think of new stories to write, or whenever I'm trying to think of a new story to write, I always think of a plot, a situation. Person goes into a store and whatever. But really what I should be thinking is who that person is. I should say a person who's a guy, he likes to paint a lot or something, he's a really good artist, but he also has very self-doubt issues, and I should think of a character profile first, and then from that character profile I can build a story around it. So that's my tip basically, is if you're having trouble thinking of stories, it might be because you're always trying to think of a situation or a plot line first, rather than thinking of an actual character first and just giving them traits. It can be as simple as giving them an occupation or a hobby or something, and then from there you can hopefully think of an actual story that goes around the character. So if you're having trouble getting started with even thinking up story ideas, maybe it would help to think of a character first and then go from there. Yeah, so I hope it's useful. Let me know in the comments if it is useful for you, and thanks for watching.